think. Okay. Time for some skincare in the morning. Why my braids look like this? Why my braids looking Pippi Longstockinish? Okay, so time for some morning skincare. Just getting up and ready for the day. I honestly don't know where my day, how my day is about to be. This is really interesting. Um, yeah. So about to do my face, get the skincare going, drink a little water. Make sure that you drink your water in the morning. That's all I'm actually just drink your water. But you should start your day with water. It is like cleansing your insides when you start the day. So your first thing should not be coffee. It should be water. It shouldn't be your tea. It should be water. You should have that to hydrate yourself to do a morning detox. So warm lemon water, as always, warm. Good morning, Casina. Good morning. So I'm start off by putting on some. Hi, Brina. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, I don't know if I have meetings today. Well, I have a triennial, which is a which is for diverse learners, special education students. Every 3 years, it's like reassessing them to see if they actually need to still be on, still be getting services, or have they, you know, everything been met, everything that they needed to do was done. Because some kids don't need to be on there anymore. Like we just removed one girl. I'm so happy because she didn't need any services. She's strong, and she doesn't need that added support. She's very, she's very responsible. All those things. She has grown as a person. Because more of her stuff was behavior, and her behavior is excellent. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I'm doing my skincare. Might be my internet, child. So I'm doing my skincare. So I have gotten into this habit. I'm not using cotton balls for my toner. So this is my Witch Hazel and Rosewater toner. I just put some in my face and press it in, as opposed to using cotton. Even though I still love my Shiseido cottons, cotton wipes, but it actually works just the same way if you just put it in your hand and just press it in. Just a thought. All right, we're gonna use. Oh, I gotta talk about this. This is gonna be my next favorites. This is my Peach and Lily Pure Peach Retinoic Eye Cream. This is a new love. Hey, see you later, cousin. So this is a new love. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have some loves on the eye creams. I'm going to do a whole eye cream thing again. So I'm going to do a whole eye cream. Where's my mirror all the way over here? I can't even see myself. All right, there we go. Because usually I have my mirror right underneath me. Okay, so I am trying to hit these crow's feet. This has like been really good though. So I am so happy with it. And then we gonna rub it in with some, with the Jade Roller. Baby, you put your Jade Roller in the freezer for a few minutes and it is love. So, for people like, why do you use that? The rollers help to push the stuff in your skin, have to put the product in your skin, but it also, especially on your eyes, depuffs. Get that baby cold. Baby, new stuff going on. So this side, I got a little. Yeah, I've used quite a few over the years. I have a whole list. I have one about Derma E eye creams because I've tried all of theirs, and they actually do have one that I really like. But I honestly, I have moved into like kind of expensive ones. Hey, D'Angelo, right? Do you have your? Where is my sheet mask holders? I got to push up my sheet mask holders for everybody. Because if you wear sheet mask, you need a sheet mask holder, baby. That changes the game. It really does. Okay. Oh, goodness. So we're going to let this sit on. All right, and I'm only been using this one because I wanted to try it out because I just got it. I actually bought two eye creams recently. This one and another one. I can't remember which one I bought. Oh, First Aid Beauty. First Aid Beauty's new eye cream. So I'm using this for a minute. Then what I do to try out another one is I lay off eye cream for about a week to let my eyes just be who they are. Let them start going back to who they are. Because let's be honest, you need to do this shit every day. All right? Right. Girl, you better go and get her one. You can get one for $10 on Amazon. Or go, girl, you better go on over to Marshalls or TJ Maxx and get her J roller. She know what she needs. She's like, Mommy's using it. If y'all hear sounds in the background, it's because these little demon cats is running around. So things I have gotten. Ooh, I got the new lifter glosses. I'm waiting for the rest of them to come so I could do my IG thing with them. But I got the new lifter glosses. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So another thing that's been in my head is I gotta make my essence. So another thing that's been sitting in my head is, you know, part of the reason I'm up on them right now is because, how do I want to say it? Okay, so, you know, for the people who are not on YouTube, you wouldn't understand this as well, but I'm gonna explain it to you. So when you're on YouTube, you're always trying to figure out, oh, what am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing for my channel? Well, I don't even have one of those because I'm cheap, but I might get one. So it's like, oh, I'm putting on, by the way, just so you know, I'm putting on my okay, didn't break, thank God. This is my Elizabeth hyaluronic acid. This is one of the most inexpensive hyaluronic acids you will find. It's like $7. I know. I seen them on Walmart and I've been meaning to get one. Because at first, girl, they was losing their mind for them little bitty ass refrigerators. So I'm pushing in that for my skin right now. So, anyway, so there's this thing, like we're always like trying to do the right thing for our channel. We obsess on it. If you have a channel, you obsess on it on many levels. And so with that, you're doing things that you don't want to do some things because maybe it won't work or whatever. Right? Right. Yeah, that 125, they crazy. Um, so certain things that I'm gonna start doing again more. Let me just tell y'all where my mind has been in my head and everything. So I love doing lives. Y'all know that. But I felt like I was doing too many this, and the other. And um I was trying to be more focused or whatever, right? But then what I had to remember is like me and Sarah were talking because Sarah's known me since I was on Periscope. And that's why I really started doing lives. It's like I used to just do a live. I used to just pop on and I had a thought in my head, I would just get on live and talk about it. And so that was a different space or whatever, but I want to get back that essence and that spontaneity to a certain extent and not obsess about, oh my God, it's not going to, no. So what I'm going to do now is put a more balance in reference to videos, because then I'll just get stuck on one thing. So I'm going to do a more balance about videos and things and live streams. More than likely, a lot of my live streams will be less content based and more just chatty based. But it might not be. It just depends on what the fuck I want to do that day. And there will be more. Right? There will be more because that's what I want to do. And so that's where I kind of am, and I'm mulling it over my head. And I think that there are moments when you try to be You look, because what they tell you is, okay, if you see something's working, stick with it. I mean, that's cool, stick with it. But then there's room for other things because, so many people get burnt out. That's why people get burnt out, because you're so busy trying to do this one thing that after a while, what else can you do with it? Or, where can you go? Or you get tired of it. So there has to be some spontaneity in it. And like, I, hey, did I do something? Hey, Tara. Did I do something wrong? Okay. I don't think I'm seeing all the chat, y'all. So, yeah. So that's where I am. So I'm not going to say that, I refuse to be pigeonholed, which is, you know, and by not doing that, I will probably lose some people because they'll be mad because I'm not doing the exact thing that they love that I've done all the time, which is okay. Um, but it has to be where I want to be. Will growth come? Who knows? Whatever. Um, but it has to work that way. And so that's what I was thinking. I was like, I've lost that part, that piece where I just talked about subjects and things like that. Bye. Why do you say bye? Bye. Bye, man. Um, so that piece has to be there because that is part of what I've always done. And I've lost sight of that. It's like I don't just chat about things as much. I'm very content driven, um, as opposed to adding that part in. And so, no, I'm not going to be sitting up here telling y'all how to live your lives or anything. But if it's anything that's interesting or something that pops in my head, I'm going to talk about it. Um, okay. Thank you. Because I'm like, you leave it already? Yeah, yeah, and that's it. I mean, the thing with when you do this kind of stuff is that when you're looking into it and you watch the videos and you watch other people telling you how to grow your YouTube channel, they tell you to be this way. They tell you to pick a lane and stay in that lane and perfect that lane. But if you look at some of these people saying that, they got boring in their lane too. I mean, they are regurgitating shit over and over again. And it just works, and you just hoping that new people come in and see it. That's just the truth of it. Because some of them, I'm like, you nothing. Because I swear to you, if you watch videos that tells you how to grow your YouTube channel, they say the same fucking things. And they're usually basic ass shit. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the same basic shit over and over again. And then they're upselling you into their programs. So basically, it's an upsell. And I get it because, hey, we all own our own. We are own our shit, But it's usually an upsell to get you to join to do their programs or something. I'm not that person. I'm not a program based person. I'm not trying to get you into a program where I'm gonna change your fucking life. So, hi LG, hi Sabrina. So that we have it. Is this done? I think this one might be done. This is my Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. I'm starting to really get into Peach and Lily. This one might be done. I got back up if it's done. But I think I finally used it up. That's the only thing. This is the only thing that I don't like about, stuff like this. You can't see in it. I need to see where I am. I need to know. And if there's some little drag at the bottom, how do I get into it? Can I open this up? And they got these motherfuckers sealed so you can't get into them. So that if there's some little piece that you could have still been using, you can't get to it. Let me see if I can think of. See what I'm saying? No, you can't do the flashlight thing with this. You don't see nothing. This baby is opaque. They ain't playing with you. They're like, oh, y'all think y'all gonna do that? Nope. No, no, no. No, their stuff is opaque. Because I'm up in this light, this damn ring light, and you can't see a damn thing. Let me get the other one out. I think I finally used it up. Okay, a little more coming out. hunty, I'm getting every penny that I got in this thing. So yeah, that's where I am on that. Oh, and then look at this. I am changing this space. This is, I mean, you know what? I know people move all this kind of stuff, and I would hate to be them. I honestly would. Let me go get the rest of this. I gotta, you put this in for empties. In case I ever talk about empties, which I rarely do. Where's my extra? I'm gonna look at it, but I have another one. I have two, thank you. I have two backups. I'm good. So Ulta had these half price, so I bought two because I already knew I liked it. So I just re-upped. So I have two. I need to get a new ring light, one that's more adjustable. Because this is my first ring light when I first started back. It's almost 5 years old. It's 4 years old. Yeah. And I didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't get one with the adjustable, adjustable and all that other stuff. I just bought a ring light. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So this thing is yeah. Yeah. It ain't working. It's just a basic ring light. Hi, Faith. Your stuff should be coming. I feel so bad. I thought I sent somebody's decants and I did not. So now I gotta get him some. When I do that though, I'm good. I always send you something extra. So I gotta send something extra. Okay, so yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, and I gotta send hers out too. Okay, so right, girl, casino, right? Yes, yes. Oh, that. Okay, so let's. Okay, so let me talk about that. Let me talk about this move in this room, and then we'll talk about that. So I am moving this room to the room next door. And the reason why I'm moving this room is because my best friend, some of y'all met her, Donnie, she's going to be staying here for a while. The reason why is because she was a caregiver for her mom, and her mom passed away right soon after y'all met her. Her mom passed away, and so I want her to be free. And the reason why I'm saying that is because she's the caregiver of her family. You know how you got that person in the family that everybody turns to and everybody needs them to fix them and help them out? She's that person. And so she's been doing this forever. And I told her, I said, now this is your time to do you. I mean, we're too old not to do us. We ain't got, we don't know how much time we got left on this earth. So you should enjoy your time. And so I pulled her away from her family because they use her. You know what I'm saying? They use her. And so, hi, it's all love. Yeah, so she had been sick for a really long time. And so it's time for her to have, yeah, yeah, exactly. So so I told her, I said, no, you coming over here. So at first I didn't think she was because she's like that person. She takes care of everybody, but she don't take care of her. So I was like, you coming over here because you don't have no responsibilities over here. I said, my rent is paid, you know, and things like that. And then you can pursue what you want. So I didn't know that she was definitely planning it, right? So, you're going to meet her, Faith. We're coming to Atlanta together, right? We're coming to Atlanta together. And so I told her, so I was like, listen, this room is big. I was like, you can have this room because, she does her jewelry. I said, there's enough room for you to have your jewelry area, because I used it like this before. This was my bedroom and my beauty room. So I was like, we can just move. So now I'm going to shift all my stuff because I have 3 bedrooms. It's just me. So I got to shift all of this stuff from this room into that room. So I got to clear out that room because that was like my junk room. When you live, when you got that room that you just throw shit in, that's my room over there. So luckily, we have space in the basement that we can use. We pay, I'm paying my landlord for space in the basement. So got to put everything in the basement, some of the stuff in the basement that's in there, so that I can clear it out and everything. Hey, Pat. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we're coming together. So, we're going to be there from the 16th. We fly in the 16th, and we're not leaving until the 22nd. So, we're going to be in the Atlanta area for a minute. We're gonna be staying at her daughter because her daughter's moved to that. Part of the reason why we go is because her daughter moved to. It's her birthday, and Sydney, her only child, has moved to Atlanta. So we're gonna be hanging out with her. We're staying at her house, right? Yeah, so we're gonna be kicking it. So when we was talking about it, she was like, "Yeah, as soon as we done with this trip, I'm packing this stuff up, putting it in storage, and moving out." I was like, "Where you going?" Because she hadn't verified. I didn't know she was really gonna do it. Because a lot of times she'll get sucked in. You know what I'm saying? Sucked in with stuff. And she was like, "Girl, I'm coming over there." I was like, "Oh shit, okay, well we need to get this together." I said, "Girl, you gonna have to come over. I think over Memorial Day weekend, she gonna come over and help me move some stuff." Because I'm like, I didn't know. I didn't know. So that room is big enough though. It's, none of these bedrooms are small, like tiny. So there's enough room for this anyway. So it'll just be, my beauty room will be right there. And then she'll have this room. Because this is the biggest room. But I got two rooms. I got 3 bedrooms in this house. Well, I need all that. And like I told her, I said, "You don't have to worry about that." I said, my bills are paid. I'm not sitting up here thinking, I don't need you to come to pay my bills. Girl, I don't know what you should wear. I'm going to tell you to wear something deep and spicy. Hi, Curly. I'm going to tell you. Hey, Rick, did you hear we coming that way? We come. So with coming, I need to figure out how we're going to meet up. I need to figure out a meetup. So I don't know nothing about, I don't know. So y'all got to help me. I got to figure out where, because I know she wants to go to Savannah and go to the Gray. So we got to work on that. So I got to see, do we need a reservation? I'm just saying, I don't know, because you got 20. Where Talia Farrell? Where room 129? There you go. How about that? That's about as tutti frutti as you can get. I'm gonna need y'all before y'all leave to give me some likes. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying. See, okay, because this is about as tutti frutti as you can get. As a matter of fact, my room 129 is here, and I'm debating what I'm gonna do with it, because actually it's sweet as hell. I wore it. Yeah, I think she just wants to go to the Gray. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. But anyway, we're coming. Hey, Jay Cook. So yeah, we're coming. So I just got to figure out where in the Atlanta area I can meet up with everybody. So I guess I need help with figuring out, how do you order for me? What the fuck did you just do? Email me. My email address it might be in this description box, aginggorgeously2017 at gmail.com. Or hit me up on IG, Lulu467. Then email me. My email is should be in the description box, or one of my description boxes. And just ask me for the decant list and I can do that. Not a big deal. But yeah, I'm just like, whatever. So now I got to figure out where we're gonna meet up. Where we're going to meet up. I'm trying to. I figured it should be like maybe like a day party kind of vibe, But I got to see who wants to come. So I got to figure out. So I got to work with my friend who lives in Atlanta on finding a space and having a little day party. Oh, that would be nice. That would be good, Faith. That would work out. We could do a little Zoom and figure it out. Give you dates again. June 16th through the 22nd. Yeah, I'm flying out June 16th. We're flying out morning about 10 a.m. and then we come back on. Okay, well, come on. So, going to put on this Lucky Derma Doctor Lucky Bamboo water gel. I'm only using because I didn't pay that much for it. It's decent. It's a decent moisturizer, but it's just sticky on the skin. So it does do what it's supposed to do, but it's just kind of sticky. So I mean, it does make my face feel nice and soft and moisturized, but it's just sticky as hell, y'all. Okay, well then I gotta make sure I'm cute if I be taking pictures. Whew. I was actually, because we're going to Atlanta and then we're going to New Orleans at the end of July. That trip is booked too. Um, so I was thinking, it's the Derma Doctor Lucky Bamboo Water Cream Gel. I found this at Ulta because I think Ulta is no longer carrying Derma Doctor. I found this for $13.50. This is normally $54. So I was like, you might as well try it. So I mean, it's a nice. I'm not but it's super sticky on the face. It's like literally. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all see that? See what I'm saying? It is super sticky on the face. Once it dries, so I'm gonna spray it down anyway. Once I spray it, it's okay. When your chin starts to sag. Now, there's a few things you can do. You can get the things. Honestly, they do work when you get the ones. Yeah, I had never. I've heard of Dermadox. Dermadox is pretty expensive, so I never really used them. But at $13.50, I could use it. When your chin starts to sag, Strivectin has some really good products for those type of things, and Strivectin is known for that. And then you can get them chin things. I had one, and I can't remember what I did with it, but I had a that lifted your chin up. It really did, and it lasted for quite a few. Like it was really inexpensive, but it was like some Korean. It was like Maskology or something. Yes, they are busy. Yes, they are busy. I'm so tired of them. They will be gone soon. I cannot wait to get my house back. I cannot wait. I'll take Malachi and Kylie all day. Yeah, the chin straps. Yeah. It's like a chin strap, basically. And it's like it puts it up and you loop it around your ears and wear it for a while. Just let it sit on there. And it does tighten it up. I promise it does. But I think Maskology has them. And somebody else, it's another K. Look on look on Yes Style for K Beauty. You're gonna find them there. Because they don't play. So this is some Palmer's Coconut Water Facial Mist. I have more facial mist. I'm just trying to use this one up because I'm determined that I'm going to use some stuff up. Because you buy stuff because you see it. Um, it might be. It might be. Like you just use the pantyhose, right? Right, honey. I need to wrap the hips. I did this years ago, and I haven't seen it, but honestly, I did do body wraps years ago. Girl, I should do them now because listen, I should find a body wrap place because we used to know this body wrap place, drop 100, you walked out with, and so it was like if you did them consistently, you were gonna lose that weight. Let me just tell y'all something else I got. I got this great bra. You know how you get a bra and it's like this thing is speaking to me. This is the bra. This bra is good. I'm gonna have to get some more of these. I'm gonna have to. We go if it's not expensive. Go and drop it. Go and get it. Go and get it. Life is about trying out some stuff. Yeah, see, I love K Beauty. I'm like between them both. Because like the Elizaveta this is a K Beauty brand. They're super cheap. Girl, I found this on Amazon. I forget who it is. I'll put the link to it in my community tab because it's like I'm a 38C. Fits perfectly around. It fills in all the gaps. I ain't got hit. How you don't want that overlap, and it's smooth, and I just feel so lifted. A good bra make your day, child. A good bra will make your day. So, today is meeting day, but we haven't gotten a link for an agenda or anything. So if I don't get it soon, I'm gonna say I didn't know we had them today. I thought they were canceled. But real talk, and this is like really, really sad and tragic and weird. Um, One of the teachers at my school, she worked in the middle school, was found murdered in Milwaukee, like Sunday. Or they find her Monday morning, Monday or so. I think they found her Monday, for real. So like, and my students, she was an eighth grade teacher. We were talking about her yesterday. They were very upset because she was very well liked. So yeah, if that not tragic, she was like 36 years old. There's no at this moment they don't know why or what happened. They don't know. They don't. It's just like because the kids showed me because I didn't know her and I didn't know what happened. I just saw her name and I didn't know what they were talking about. You know how you see someone on social media, and so my students were telling me and they pulled it up and it's basically the police found her shot in a car in Milwaukee. Kid you not. I'm like, damn. Yeah. And she had just been at the school last week, so I had just kind of seen her. Very sweet lady, and she was there for testing, and so yeah. hmm At this moment, there's no, they don't know why. There's nothing that they don't. But yeah, she was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my students, because I was trying to have class with them and they was kind of, I said, so what's going on? Do y'all want to talk about it? And so they were talking about her and everything. And then the school had like a 2 o'clock. We have one teacher, she's over social emotional learning. And so she had a whole thing with them about it, to process it and everything. I mean, but there's not a lot to process at this point because there is no reason for it. There is no reason behind it. There's nothing being said. It's just, this is what happened to her. That was the things that make you go, damn, about life. You're just like, damn. Like, oh, yeah, this smells like detergent. I can't do it. I'm going to have to get rid of this. Right. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so I don't, I'm assuming she was up there visiting somebody or something, because Milwaukee is not far from us. It's like a 2-hour drive, So I'm assuming, I'm assuming she was up there to see somebody she knew up there, because I mean, and they like it was down the street, so I don't know. But anyway, so that's what. So I don't know if they canceled our PDs for today because we're supposed to have PDs. I ain't gonna die if I don't though. I told them they should stop. I told them it's the end of the year. Why do y'all have to keep doing this? And I just found out it's oh yeah. Listen, I tell people where I'm going. If I'm going on a date with somebody, I send license plate numbers if I can. Well, nowadays you really don't ride with people you don't know. You kind of meet them. Remember back, but even when I was young and I would go out with somebody and they would be picking me up, yeah, I would be on the phone. Yeah, this is the license plate number you need to know. And I would let them know. I'm giving your license plate number to somebody because just in case you try to take me to hell and back, somebody gonna know where that hell started from. They'd be like, and I felt like this. And if a guy had an issue with it, then we weren't going out. I'd be like, okay, well then we don't have to go out. Because you have to understand, and sometimes, and I wish men would understand this too, because men think they're so invincible that they need to do the same things we do. I need, like, I had to tell my son, I need to know what the fuck you are, because I need a starting point. If I don't hear from your ass, I need a starting point, so I can tell somebody this is where he was. So right, and that's the thing, is like I always tell people, you got to protect yourself, and too many people don't. And they're so, I don't understand in this world how you can be this trusting of people that you really don't know. I don't trust your ass. I don't trust your ass. Listen, I will take you know and if somebody balks at you trying to be safe, because I've had men like, oh, you tripping, yeah, okay, well, we ain't gotta do this. What about you? I said, well, do what you need to do, act accordingly on your end, but this is what I do for me. Because, like, I've had men say something, I'm like, listen, I don't have no problem if you want to call somebody right now and say, this is where you pick me up, this is where I live, because this is my home at, you know what I'm saying? You want to see a bill or something so you can verify my ID, whatever you need to do. If that helps you, because you don't know my black ass either. I could be some crazy woman with a a straight razor in my purse, that, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? So men don't think like that, and they get mad when we do, but they don't really understand the peril that we as women are under sometimes. I mean, walking down the street can be unsafe for us, not because not speaking to a man or refusing him can get us dead, or beaten horribly, because so many men can't handle rejection. We live in peril, and that's just the truth of it. So we must protect ourselves on every level that we think we can. Hell, I need to get some more pepper spray. I need a fucking taser, because you never like that. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to figure what you want to do right now. Hung donkey. Because I'm going to get you for a second. I'm going to take care of you in a minute. But I'm going to give you a moment just to say, like, okay, so here we go. Been a minute since I've done this. Hello, hung donkey. I get it. You probably don't get any of this love or attention in your real life. I get it. So here we go. I got him. So you feel the need to come onto something like this and talk crazy to a person that you don't even know, hoping that you will get some attention that you don't get in your life. I'm going to let you have a few minutes to get that attention. Why? Because I don't want you to have all this pent up frustrations about your life, and then you go and do things terrible to somebody. I don't need you to go out and do no mass shootings or hurt anybody because you're so frustrated sexually and everything. So you've had your moment. Enjoy your moment. I'm going to give you your virtual hug. I'm hugging you now because you need some hugs and some nurturing and some love in your life, because it clearly is not happening. Right? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do this for you. We're going to do that. Okay. So there we go. And then we're just going to remove these messages. So we're just going to do that. So we just gonna do that. So we just give you a virtual hug because I know you need it. Because anytime you come in something like this and think that it's gonna make like somebody gives a damn, and somebody's gonna be like, oh my God, first off, you in the wrong place if you think somebody gonna clutch their pearls about that crazy little talk you had, baby boy. So I need you to go on and take this virtual hug, because I know you're not getting attention. I know that you don't get that love. I know you sexually frustrated. So I'm trying to help you right now. So I let you get it out some. Now move around. It's good seeing you. Come back again anytime soon, okay? So anyway, as I was talking. So yeah, we are in peril. We must understand that. You hear so many women who met somebody on the internet and they talking so nicely and then gone. because they trusted on a level they should have never trusted. Just, anybody can say anything on the internet. Anybody can say anything on this, on social media, on the internet, and you cannot believe everything that you see and hear. And it's like so many people. I be like, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah. So it's important that you keep yourself safe and understand that it's okay keeping yourself safe. Yeah. See, exactly. I love a good troll though. They don't hurt me at all. I mean, we could always segue into the conversation about how, when you're on these things, this happens, and people got to get they got to get a backbone. They got to get some strength because people be letting people say things and really upset them. You know what I'm saying? Like really upset them. Like get in their feelings. Like internalize it. They said this about the way I look. So, so. Yeah, they are really sad. And I mean, if you think about it from that space, they're really sad because why do you what how is your life that you need to try to talk crazy to somebody you don't know or any of these crazy shit to feel like get some excitement in your life? Think about that. I mean, if you think about it from that perspective, you can always feel sad for them. And so that's what I'm saying. Like people like, oh, they said I was ugly. Oh, they said I was this. Oh, I said I was that. And right. I should have a symbol for and put it up. Here's your virtual hug. If I could, I'd give him that GIF, with the virtual hug. Right? I've never, and I mean, people really like have like whole conversations and do videos, and talking about how they're feeling about it. Here's my thing about that, and I'm saying this in all honesty, and I've said this over and over again. If that affects you to that point, then this is not the space for you to be on. Because you can't let these motherfuckers upset you like that. Because the thing is, when you let people upset you like that, you give them your energy, and that's what they want, and they're gonna keep coming for you. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep coming for you. And all you're doing is feeding that energy that they need, because their life is miserable. So they need to spread the misery. So by allowing them to make you miserable, you just fed into that. Fuck your ass. Ain't nothing about what you gonna say gonna make me feel, miserable. Nothing. I mean, real talk, nothing. I'm like, honey, listen, my family can't do that shit to me. You can't. You only keep typing some shit. I mean, for real. And that's what I try to tell my students. I'm like, when you walk out this door, you ain't never got to be bothered with these people again. You ain't never got to be bothered with these people again. So why let them? So, and because they be like, she said this, and so what? Did those physically hurt you? Did these, and then the thing is, we have to teach our children, we have to teach our young people that those words mean nothing. And how, you know what I'm saying? Because they are living. Hi. They are living their lives based on what people say about them. And I mean, we ain't talking about just the kids. We're talking about the 20 somethings and everything. They got beef with each other, man, over some stupid shit somebody said. Girl, boy, bye. I mean, honestly, I am so glad I taught my kids early on that shit don't mean a damn thing. And we have to teach our young people that it don't mean, none of that shit means shit. It don't change nothing about your life. And what? So what? So what? A bunch of people saying some shit about you. Who give a fuck? Who cares? You know, who cares? They, and it's like they're making things that are so unimportant important, and that's why they're getting in so much trouble. That's why there's so much violence between them, because they don't know, and they don't have any conflict resolution. Hey, Coco, you know, they have no conflict resolution. So their resolution is to hurt each other. And nowadays they carrying guns and shit. So now they trying to kill each other, right? So it's like, y'all, come on. It is not that serious. But here's the issue. When you hear the adults acting like that, then you know the same thing. For instance, one time, my friends say I'm the best on Facebook on putting out 2 sentences and fucking pissing everybody off. I'm a 2-3 sentence person. I can fuck up. I can piss a whole lot of people off. A couple of years ago, I said, because I had seen somebody complaining that I knew had fucked around. Okay, so it was a woman that I knew who had messed around with a married man. Right? Wife found out, was pissed off and everything, got in her feelings, whatever. And she's going off. Remember? She's going off. She's like, this, and the other, and you just need to quit following me around. Or snap, because the wife was losing her damn mind, right? So what I said was, when you involve yourself with a married or in a long-term relationship person, understand that when that they mad at you too. I can't remember how I said it, but basically I said, when you fuck around with somebody who's married or in a long-term relationship and their significant other comes at you, don't be bit mad at them, right? Don't be mad at them. Understand, in pain and anger, they mad at everybody, so they coming for everybody. Oh my Lord. This shit went on for 2 days. These women was mad at me. Baby, I was like, and I mean, they're like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with her relationship. And I said, and I even put fuel to that fire. I said, I went live and I said, now, I'm going to need you sisters to understand, when you see women talk like this, understand, you better keep them away from your man. And I was like, inboxing some women, I said, you see your girls is in here. I said, I would suggest you keep your husband away from them. Being real talk, because I kept saying, whatever you do, whatever the issue is, yeah, that is his relationship. But you got in it when you started fucking with him. So you had the ability to say no. Everybody act like they ain't got the ability to say no to shit. I'm gonna have to do a whole live on that. The ability to say no, right? It was like, so it ain't like he done pushed you down and made you be in a relationship with him. You knew what you were doing, and you knew that you were hurting somebody. You knew that somebody was on the other side of this relationship, and when they found out, we're gonna be upset, right? So take that L when it comes out. Just understand, they gonna have, and you know what? I know somebody who this happened to, right? For real. She was the one on the other side of the relationship. I'm just gonna tell the story. I'm gonna try to. Okay, so I know I have kind of a friend. We don't hang out like that, but I was out with her. We were all out at this bar, right? So we just kicking it, having drinks. Now, her and her cousin knew what she was talking about, because we were in the car, and she's like, oh shit, I ain't know, right? So we sitting at the bar, and this woman rolls on her and starts going the fuck off. And so I'm like, what the fuck going on? And I'm about to, like, she coming to my friend. What's really going on? And all this girl was saying, my friend was saying, you are right. You are right. I was wrong. And she kept saying this. And then when I heard her saying that, I said, okay, there's more to this than I know. And so it was like, she was like, you are right. She was like, do you want to go outside and talk? We can go outside and talk. You are right. So when we left, because like her cousin understood what was going on. So when we left, she explained to me they was all friends. She started messing around with her husband, and the woman found out. So this was her first. This was the woman's first time seeing her face to face. Now it was all over. He was back with her. All this was over. They were back together as a couple, but this was her first time seeing her in person since this fallout, right? This was like, this had been over like 2 years, a year or two. It had been at least 2 years, she said. But she was adult enough to acknowledge she was fucked up and right. This woman was right to be mad at her. She had every right to be mad at her. And so I like, yes, and even though I thought what she did was fucked up, I appreciated the way she handled it in that moment, because so often the woman who's the other woman, she want to get in her fucking feelings like, how dare you come to me? That's your man. You need to deal with him. No, sis, you stepped into my relationship. You decided that you were going to be part of this. So now you're going to have to take some of this heat. Now, true enough, some of these women don't give the man enough heat, whatever you want to say about them. But understand, in the moments, in relationships, in love, you gotta take what you give. And so what you gave this woman was some pain. She want to give you back some pain. And even if it don't work, I mean, these women were so mad at me in this comment. Sis better not come for me. Hey Drea. And I was like, okay, y'all taking this. And as I'm reading their comments, I'm like, okay, so you done this before. You can read every woman who had been the other chick, because the way they responded was just so vitriolic. I'm like, okay, I ain't call your name out. Thank you, Nadia. I was like, I ain't calling none of y'all names out. But y'all definitely calling your names out right now, because I can see you been doing this for years and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and I told women, I was like, and I put a note. I said, some of y'all need to read these comments, because some of them, these y'all friends, so you might want to watch a man. Oh, then they got mad at me. I would never do that. And here's the funny thing: a lot of these women, a lot of them could see folks be telling me shit, because I'm that chick. I'm Lulu. I'm the harlot. A lot of them had fucked around with their friends, man. They just didn't know it. Yeah, exactly. It was called growth, because you know what I'm saying. Because she can't take back what happened, but she can at least grow and be an adult about it and acknowledge her wrongdoing. So often people do shit and they don't want to. Because I taught my kids accountability and responsibility for the shit you do. That's what you have to do. You need to be accountable and responsible for the shit you do. You can't, if you do some fucked up shit, be responsible and accountable enough to admit to, especially to somebody that you've wronged. Be man or woman enough to be accountable for it. And that's what everybody thinks they can just, everybody, and that's why our kids do it too. They think they could just talk their way out of it. Or if I say it didn't happen, it did. No, the shit happened. You did that shit. Come on. Look, I am not a perfect person, but one thing is, if I fuck up some shit, I will admit to it. I'll be like, that was some fucked up shit. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? And I've always said, and this is the one thing I've always said about women. I said, because because then I told them this. I said, a man ain't a dog without a bitch by his side. Let's just be clear on that. A man can't, man, accountability. Hey, sassy. Accountability is so missing, but it's a missing in so many of us too. We can't just say it's the younger generation. It's so many people don't want to be accountable for the things they do. They want to act like, what? When somebody calls you on it, at least be grown enough and adult enough to say, yeah, that's true. You're right. People don't want to say that shit though. They really don't. Mm-hmm. See you, Faith. See you next month, right? And that's the truth about it. And so it's like, because think about it. And then, I'm not even going, yeah, you have to own up to your shit. And most people don't. Like I've said before, I'm an advocate for women but I'm also an advocate for truth. I told women, I said, sometimes we got to be honest with ourselves. Men aren't necessarily fucked up. We can do some fucked up shit too. Because, so often women want to frame themselves as being, perfect, and men are so terrible. Girl, it's a fucked up women out here too. So let's stop acting like it's all on the men's side, because a man cannot be a dog without a bitch by his side. It's like, so if everybody's saying he a dog, but he still got some women, what make that, who you in this situation? And people don't want to see that mirror in front of them. You know But the thing is, putting the mirror in front of yourself is one of the hardest things you ever do. Is putting that mirror in front of yourself and saying, damn, yeah, you're right, that was me. I mean, because I've done some fucked up shit in my life, and I had to look at myself and say, that's fucked up. Stop doing that. And own up to it, eat to myself. And that's the issue. You can't be accountable out in these streets if you can't be accountable to yourself. And that's the issue. Most people cannot be accountable to themselves, because by doing that, you have to be honest with yourself and say, hey, I'm a fucked up person right now. And that's the thing that people won't submit to. You got to, in order to be accountable, you got to be accountable to yourself first. And one of the things about accountability is you got to own up to that shit that you've done and look at yourself and say, yeah, that was some fucked up shit I did, And it's not always a good thing. It's not always good. It's not always perfect or whatever. And, but by doing that, you can be honest with yourself. And that honesty, that self honesty is the missing piece. It really is, because by taking responsibility, you are being honest. I have so many students. I'm looking at you. Me and my friend were talking about this one student we both had. I said, you can look at this boy and see him doing it. I mean, you can literally be looking at him. Say he throws something at somebody, and you're looking dead at him. And you go, why'd you do that? I saw you doing it. No, you didn't. I didn't do that. Boy, I'm looking dead at you when you threw it. He will sit there and try to fight you and argue you down that he didn't do it. But see, the things like that, with those oppositional defiance and all that stuff, that comes from, I'm sorry, I mean, some of it, yes, okay, you have it. But it also comes from how your family allowed you to be as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because if they stop that, no, you're lying. See, like my son, he knew he was lying. When he would try to get out some shit, I think sometimes we try to give him a disorder when it's just him trying to get out some shit. DJ, for instance. DJ, I swear. Oh, here we go. Hung donkey. Now, when it gave you your virtual hugs, that's all you get from us, man. I don't give out but one hug to a miserable person. Okay? So I don't do but one hug for y'all. So, so take your little penis and go. Thank you. So take your little pee-pee and go someplace. Because see, when you say stuff like that, I know damn well you ain't getting none. Because people who are getting it don't have to do all that. Right. Right. Take that little pee-pee and go and take it someplace. Because, this ain't the place for it. But anyway, for instance, DJ would take Bianca's socks. Now clearly he's got her socks on, because when she get them back, they're stretched out because his foot is bigger than hers. Or he would take her brushes. He got to get that waves right, the waves right. So I'll buy him a brush. This nigga will lose the brush, right? So we used to get on him. DJ, stop wearing your sisters. I didn't wear her socks. DJ, stop taking her brushes. This boy will argue me down. I'll be looking at him like, you always taking her side. You always taking her side. I said, boy, you quit lying. You know what I'm saying? It would be like, now I know you lying, right? But I'm gonna let you have this moment, but you know damn well, and I know you're lying, so stop doing it, right? This was our ongoing argument when they were like teenagers. Bianca would buy some brush. This little nigga would take it, right? Buy some size. He can't find size. He gonna take her size, right? Because at that age they had to wash their own damn clothes. I don't wash clothes for teenagers. So few years ago, he said, Ma, I took them socks all the time. Yeah, I was right. And all them brushes, I took them. Right? And I was like, yeah, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? So that no, that shit wasn't gonna fly with me. But too often parents let that shit fly and go, oh, okay, no, this is not I told being a parent is a dictatorship. The thing that I find so interesting in this new agey type of parenting is the democracy of it. Ain't no motherfucking democracy in my house. It's a fucking dictatorship. And I'm the dictator. You do what I say. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying, I mean, there is room for a conversation, right? Once you get older, because you should. Okay, so if you don't want, explain to me. We can have a little. Okay, explain to me why, and if it makes sense and it's a valid reason, okay, I might give it to you. But in general, this is a motherfucking dictatorship. Ain't no conversations about what we gonna do around here, right? Psh, friends, I'm friends with my kids now because they grown. But as a kid, and that's what I told you. I mean, remember when your mama told you, I ain't your friend? I know I grew up on that. I am not your friend. And my kids grew up, I am not your friend. We can be friends later. But right now, ain't nothing friendly about us right now. I am your mama. And my job is to get you to adulthood so that you don't need me anymore. Because look, I be telling my kid, look, my students be like, one of my students a couple years ago, he said, one thing you know about Miss Caillouet, she gonna tell you the truth what she think about you, right? 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 And so he asked me, he said, Miss Caillouet, what you think I'm gonna be doing in the next 5 years? I looked at him and said, you want the truth or do you want me to make you feel good? He was like, no, tell me what you think. I said, you're gonna be on the corner slanging. I said you either still gonna be on the corner slanging, they ain't making no money because you really don't know how to add. You can't do math, so something you can't keep up with your money right. I said, or you gonna be in jail or dead. Those are your 3 options right now on the path that you're walking. I said, now you got to make that choice if you're gonna walk off that path and go down a path that's gonna keep you living and thriving and doing something good with your life. You got to make that choice because right now this is the path you on. You on the slanging path, and there's only 2 things that can happen. 3 things can happen. You can still be slanging on that corner. You can be in jail or dead. Those are your 2. Those are your 3 choices. Make a choice. He was like, dang. I said, I'll never lie to you. See, I'm not gonna put up these little, and too often we don't say those things. Even as educators, that's why I like being with high schoolers. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth that God loves. Like I done sat up there and told kids, because this whole thing, we have a thing with our kids where they hit on each other. The girls be hitting on the boys and shit. And I always tell girls, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Right? And so I told them that. And I said, and so these guys, this boy, I had to tell myself, let me tell you something. Come here. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. I said, this mess you doing in this school, first off, you shouldn't be ever put your hands on a woman. I said, but if you go out and you go out in these streets and you on the street and you hit a girl and you playing like that, call yourself playing with a girl and you hit her like that and the police roll by, you getting arrested. He was like, no, I ain't gonna get. I said, let me tell you why. I said, because that's assault. But we just playing. I said, don't matter. It don't matter what you say or what she says. That's assault. See, thank you, Roz. That's assault. So you will go down for that. And ain't nothing she can do about it. He was like, for real? I was like, oh yeah, that's the way life is. I said, somebody need to tell you little stupid little Negroes this. Right. You know what? Yeah, you know what? You grow into friendship with your kids. That's what you do. You grow into friendship when they as they get older. You become friendlier with them. You become more friend-like. But that comes with age and them growing up. But when they're kids, hell no. That ain't your friend. Now you can have good times with them. Listen, you know what I'm saying? You go into them class, we had played video games and like all that kind of shit with my kids. I out there, like DJ said, I'd be out there trying to play basketball, can't play a lick, but I played with my kids. There's a difference. See, the thing is there is a difference. There's a difference from being a playful parent, which means that you play with your children, you still give them that place, between being trying to be their friend, which means right, exactly. Your ass up. Between being that playful parent and being that parent who's trying to be their friend. So you could play with your kids, but they know the lines that they can't cross. They understand that, yeah, mama's fun, but she's still my mama. But hey, we had great times. I kicked it with my kids. We had fun. We'd be out there playing games and stuff. But when it came time to know this is mama talking, then mama talking. Because we've all had that one. Who you talking to? Did you forget who I am? I mean, hell, I will say that to my kid. I haven't had to say it in a minute, but there has been moments, even as adults, I have to remind my children, who the fuck you talking to? Especially Bianca, because she's the girl. DJ, not so much. He's had his moments too, though, and I fucked his ass up for it. But I have, you have to pull him, remind them. You got to remind them, as a grown ass person, who the fuck you talking to? Did you forget I'm your mama? Did you forget that shit? I don't give a fuck. I've had that conversation with my children. We don't have it often because my kids know who the fuck I am. That's why that shit that happened with Kirk Franklin and his son was so stupid to me. First off, it was stupid because of his son's reaction, and it was stupid the way people were acting towards him about his reaction. I promise you, everything that Kirk Franklin said would have came out my motherfucking mouth. I'd have been like, you got me fucked up. I will fuck your ass up. 31-year-old man, and then you in your feelings? Bro, what? What? And then he gonna post it up like a little bitch? That was the stupidest, craziest shit ever. I guess I should get out because I might have a meeting. They good for sending us our meeting information 10 minutes before the meeting. Right. And clearly he didn't. He gave him a lot of leeway as a kid because ain't no way he would come at me like that. No way. Baby. Because first, first off, if you think that's gonna get you what you want, you live in the wrong you in the wrong household. You got me fucked up. I'm with it. Especially after that. And then Kirk apologizing. You know what? See, that's why I don't need in social media and spotlights, because my apology would have been, oh, y'all got me fucked up, because there ain't no way that I'm gonna apologize for talking to my grown ass child because his ass came at me sideways. Now if y'all got a problem with it, sucks to be you. That would have been my apology. Click. It'd have been 30 seconds. 30 seconds at 1 minute at most, because I might have gotten this. Get out my fucking household. How about that? That's why I'm like, I need to be big, because the shit that come out my mouth get me in trouble, and I don't give a fuck. Well, I mean, I'd have cleaned it up a little. Well, why would I clean it up? You know me, kiss my black ass. You know that. I get that it was affecting his bag, but I would have even not apologized. I would have never apologized. I promise you. I would never. Hi, Gabby. You know, I would have never framed it as an apology. Never, never framed it as an apology. That would have never came out my mouth. Ever. Never, never, never. Right? I mean, I would have, I would have fixed my bag, but I would have explained to them. First off, what you saw was not what happened. What we saw was what his son put out there. We didn't see the precipitating. And that's the thing. You don't see when people do that. But he a grown ass man. Um, we don't see the precipitating incident, because people good for throwing out some shit, but you never see what brought this on. Not everything is just somebody like all of a sudden, the way they act. Like he said something and Kurt just went off. Ah! No, he fucked with him for a minute to get him to that point. There was something going on, even if it wasn't in that moment. There was a precipitating incident. Might have been some text, might have been a phone call. It could have been a whole lot going on that we don't know about that got Kirk in that moment. Oh, what? Yeah. Yeah. So no, I would not be apologizing for cussing out my grown ass son coming at me sideways. The only thing I would have apologized for is, this should have never happened. But I take the onus because, but I take the onus because clearly I missed the mark someplace in raising him because I was out there, working on my craft. And that's the only thing I would apologize for. If I was going to give an apology, it'd be like, yeah, because for him to have the audacity to talk to me like this, clearly I missed the mark when he was young. I gave a little too much without well, no, actually what I was doing is because I don't eyebrows since I got micro shading is I did hyaluronic acid. I put some hyaluronic acid because I noticed that they were feeling a little dry. So I just had to make sure, I put because my micro shading is still in effect. Hopefully I shouldn't have to do anything to my eyebrows till next year, and I will be running back to get them micro shaded again. I will be getting these babies filled in with the quickness. Her name is Sheena Marie. She does them out in the suburbs of Chicago. Her name is Sheena Marie Beauty. She's on IG. All right, y'all. I guess let me check and see if I have an actual meeting today because I haven't heard anything. So, right. Oh yeah, you're in the shot. Yeah, her name is Sheena Marie Beauty, and she's on IG. That's how you reach out to her. And yeah, she does. She does them out in Matson. At least when I don't know if she's moved, but she had a studio in Matson, Illinois. That's where I went to get them done. Yeah, she fine. She fine. All right, TTYL. I gotta go on and act like I'm a teacher. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't have to. I'm happy if I don't. Y'all have a great day. You never know. Like I said, I'm back, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. If I don't have to go in, we might have a makeup session later on. Should I do more makeup sessions or makeup videos? What do y'all like better? What y'all? Is it raining? It's raining. Oh man. See you later.